So what's the business optimization process? How do we capture this and then make it happen inside your business? It starts off with just identifying problems. That's the biggest thing that you have to do. You capture them, and you need to listen to your business and have somewhere in your project management tool where these things are getting logged so they can get discussed and prioritized. And then, you would have a discussion with your integrator where, Dana might say, hey, doing the rubbish bins with the pulley system, that's low priority, let's move it down, and you figure out which systems are going to have the biggest impact. And it's at the 3-step process, and it's more cyclical. It's just measure what's going on, make the innovation, implement it, and then you just listen again and you start measuring. Does the problem continue to come up? Step number 1, obviously measure. Having your metrics logged in a dashboard or some sort of scorecard is where you start. You have a listen for the problems as they pop up. Then using something like traction or scaling up, you get a meeting rhythm. Finding that rhythm is important, and that's why I have them also under those scale-ready systems. That's getting those into place. And once you identify what that issue is, sometimes the metric is obvious, sometimes it is not obvious and you might have to dig a little bit deeper. Sometimes the metric that you need to listen to might be in your scorecard. Sometimes, like for example, that finance system, we needed to actually drill down a bit deeper and go, it's days, debtor days. We needed to think about how long it was taking people to actually pay. But you first have that issue and figure out how you're going to measure it. You come up with the solution. That's just a discussion that goes on. Oftentimes you can reach the conclusion as part of your team, and it can happen in that meeting. Sometimes you might need to go out and research and see what else is out there. If an issue keeps coming back and you haven't solved it, again, back to that thing I mentioned earlier in the day, think about who knows how to solve this problem, not how do I solve this problem. And that's when you might actually go out and find the expert or the consultant who may have had experience in solving that problem, and they can shortcut you getting to the answer. The best thing that you can do is just take action. Not making a decision and sitting on something for ages. For us, I think you're much better off just get something implemented and listen and be guided by what's going on in your business and those metrics. And then the final step is the implementation. And then it just circles back around. So you implement it, you have a look at, did it solve the problem? Does it keep floating back up as a problem? If it does, again, think about the metric, have the discussion, and it just becomes this cyclical effect. Some people, they'll try and bring a sledgehammer to solve a problem when all they needed was a teaspoon. So that's why I come back to this idea of Six Sigma and Lean and some of the complex business process mapping stuff. Sometimes that's way overkill for very small problems. So this works really well for us. And it's try to apply the 80-20 to your business, identifying the 20% of those pain points and solving those.